Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Sea with Strats again, and we are returning to Let's Play of Hearts of Iron 4, playing as the United Kingdom and trying to find out whether heavy bombers are any good. We are currently using a lot of heavy bombers on Japan, so we've got about 2,000 bombers over here with about 800 heavy fighters. Now the problem is, especially the heavy fighters here don't really have the range to cover all of the home islands. We're being based out of these two regions down here, so we really want to edge up a little bit closer to Japan. We want to probably get a hold of Okinawa down here. So yeah, let's see whether that is going to work out. We've got a couple of divisions that are preparing for that, but we really do need some naval superiority over here. To get naval superiority in this region, one of the first important items is that we do need to secure the South Chinese Sea down here. To secure the South Chinese Sea, there's one great impediment, and that is the Japanese do have the Philippine Islands down here, including this airbase down here. So one thing I did in between episodes is I did send up a couple of planes over here to specifically strike at this airbase over here and try to reduce that. So let's see how good that is going to go. In other news, we are going to try to arrange the area down here. Going to try to kick the Japanese out of this. I'm not really too keen on Papua New Guinea there, but yeah, down here in the Philippines, in the Dutch East Indies, we pretty much want to kick them out as much as possible. Right, we've got a couple of submarines operating here. We've got a couple of naval things. And yeah, as you can see, there are a couple of naval bombers here that are actually just flying in from some of these ground bases down here. I think these ones over here are not too critical. We're probably going to kick these guys out sooner rather than later. Yeah, we've got all of these guys down here. You know what? Can I take half of you guys over here and already assign you towards a front line up over here, and you guys are going to then try to capture that airfield, because again I just want to make sure that we can operate over here a little bit more effectively. And yeah, as you can see, they are attritioning our forces, and we are currently trying to repair quite a couple of our forces. As you can see in our naval repair, we've got basically all of the home fleet that is being currently undertaking repairs in Hong Kong. So yeah, we've just got to accept that. Right. Excuse me? National of Spain has joined. Well, that's a big issue, obviously. Right, okay. Let's try to counter that. So we're going to grab two of these guys here. Can send them to Gibraltar. Do we have anyone else over here in Europe then who could tackle these issues? Now, yeah, we've got a couple of units down here, but really not that much that we can shift over there on a short notice before they're going to enter the war. So let's see, maybe we can get two of these guys here to get down here. Okay, you and you, just two of you guys. I don't want to reassign all units. I just want to specifically reassign one of these guys here. Are you got now all reassigned? No, I don't think so. Right, just this one. Okay, that's fine. Weird. Okay, there we go. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's see whether we can get some support over here. This is going to cause an issue. One of the things that we could, of course, do is we've got a couple of strategic bombers here. Who knew? That could be employed over there. And you know what? Let's do find another couple of heavy groups here. I do think we have more than enough in our reserve pool here that we can use a couple of more of these guys here to potentially strike at them should they do anything funny down there. So yeah, let's go ahead and just deploy these guys here. That should be fine. Right, there we go. Good and dandy. These guys are going to join fairly soon, I believe. Right, well, we've got an airbase down here with 400 planes capacity. So, you know what? Let's grab like 200, or 400, sorry. 400 of these heavy fighters. Okay, you've got a fighter over there. You know what? Let's grab you over here. And let's reassign you to this area. Let's try to gain air superiority and interception here, at least during the day, and that should be fine. Yeah, and they are immediately joining, and they are immediately pretty much winning against us over here. Let's see whether or not we're going to get enough reinforcements here in time. I kind of doubt it, but we never know. Right, okay, so that does, of course, mean that we're going to take all of these heavy bombers here. And, you know, you guys, yeah, you're well within range here, so let's get down there. Let's try some strategic bombing here against, at the very least, the industry. I think we can ignore the civilian industry. These guys are going to be hard-pressed simply due to the due to the normal industries, due to the military industry. Right, let's try to tackle all of you guys over there. And do you want you guys can operate during the day only? That would be fantastic. Right, let's grab you guys here. 600, I think, should be fine. We're going to rebase you down here. And then we're going to get you down there, there, and here. And all of you guys' job is, of course, to do air superiority. Fine, so that should basically deal with Spain. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it to the Americans. So that should be a-okay, yeah. Nevertheless, you're going to lose here. That's a pity, that's a pity. Okay, you know what? Let's grab these guys here. All of these guys that are currently redeploying there. So, you're redeploying to... where? To Singapore? Singapore? Where did I get you then? I did have a couple of guys that were just redeploying here. You know what? We can just grab them this way, I suppose. Right. Get rid of this there. There we go. You're deploying to Gibraltar. Let's get over here. Then you can fly over here as well. So that should be okay. Right. There we go. Yeah, we're going to lose that area down there. It's a pity. It can't be helped. Losing Gibraltar. Not great. Not great at all. That is a kink on our national pride. But I'm fairly confident that Spain is not going to stand for a very long time there. Okay, apparently we've reassigned everyone down there. You know what? Let's grab one of you guys, assign you to here. You three guys, actually. Can I get you to go here a little bit faster? That'd be lovely. Right, we are potentially ready to execute this attack over here. Let's see whether that is going to work. We do need to keep a very close eye here on the naval situation, because otherwise this can escalate extremely quickly. Yeah, we don't need to do war propaganda, I'm sorry. Aluminium, ooh, we are very, very short on aluminium. Due to the Netherlands not fulfilling their obligations. Well, that's just rude, isn't it? Well, we can't really ask Hungary for that much more. Canada neither, so yeah, we are going to ask Canada, the United States here. Gibraltar lost, it's just not nice, but... yeah, with the French and the Americans, I think this front is going to be covered, so I don't need to do too much there. But I do want to keep the fighters here up and running against Spain. So I suppose I need to ask one of you guys, let's ask both of these guys here to be operating in southern France instead. You can operate from there. Yeah, that should still be enough to really, really kick them out of there. So, yeah, we're going to see. Ooh, naval battle down here, so that has the potential to be a larger one. It's not really just a light cruiser here, the Tsushima. But, yeah, still nice to see that we are engaging them productively. One of our carriers here is trying to get into the fry. Let's get you to South Guinea there, I think, for a moment. Sorry. Okay, now you're being engaged over here. Yeah, the point is I would like you to sally out, but not in like a battle against a cruiser. I think that's a little bit over the top. I mean, I appreciate the effort. Oh, look at that. We've got some federal German submarines operating here in the South Chinese Sea. So these guys are, of course, now on our side, since we did win in Europe, basically. Well, other than Spain, of course. Right, okay, all of that doesn't look too spectacular. So that's okay. Curiously enough, we are battling over here, and that does not seem to go anywhere. So let's wait a moment over here. I think these guys might withdraw as well. So let's see about that. Right, you guys are coming up towards that front. That's great to see. Another battle over here, just a light cruiser. I think this one is going to go down very quickly. Yeah, we've got these radar groups here, which I think are dealing fairly fantastic damage here against the Japanese fleets. Both their war fleet and all of the other stuff as well. So we've got 4 divisions assigned to this. Yeah, it would be nice to start and execute that, but I don't think it's really viable for now. I would also like the home fleet to be repaired a little bit more. Yeah, okay, France is at least shuffling troops over here, so that's very great. Good. More hunter killer groups researched. Convoy defense, capital ship armor. Yeah, you know what? I think that's going to be very useful also in the short term. So let's go ahead with that and just continue the development of our naval resource there. Man, I really feel I should have protected that area a little bit more. Ooh, look at that! This is a big battle over here. So it's honestly always a little bit annoying that you always tend to miss these things in Heart of Iron, right? Okay, so what have we got over here? We've got Fuso and Yamashiro uh, and Haruna. So some of these very famous World War II ships of Japan, along with Kaga, Takao, and Maya. These ones I don't know as much, but of course, Fuso and Yamashiro, Haruna, very, very famous ships. Okay, it seems like we are pulling back a couple of our light cruisers. So it seems like this battle was started by a cruiser fleet here with a heavy cruiser and some of these light cruisers engaging their fleet. Then we're coming in with our carrier fleet here, including the HMS Rodney and HMS Renown, Furious, and Ark Royale. So these guys are now engaging. It seems like we are destroying quite a couple of their light ships. I would expect that we are going to engage a couple of their light ships, but I don't expect us to be able to take out any of the heavy ships here. But we are doing fairly good damage over here. Fuso at 40%. Okay, that's actually fairly nice, isn't it? Light cruiser going down. The carrier, the cargo, has withdrawn. So has the HMS York, which is heavily damaged over here. But yeah, heavy cruisers are going to get away, and so I think are the battle cruisers and battleships. Yeah, all of them are going to get away, but at the cost of a lot of light ships that they are losing over here. So that's fairly nice. I mean, 10 destroyers, 2 light cruisers. It's going to be very tough for these guys to keep on replacing these losses in light escort ships. And as soon as the light ships are gone, they're going to be in deep, deep trouble. Right, okay, so let's start have a look over here. So all of you guys, I mean, Rodney did take some damage over here at 71%. So I suppose you guys are going to... No, you guys are going to immediately re-engage the fleet. So you guys are stumbling into each other. And honestly, it's not necessarily great because this is not great weather for air operations. This is a storm. These are shark-infested waters. So, yeah, nevertheless, we do have a good amount of light guns here. And you can see their screening efficiency is fairly low. So that might mean some of our torpedoes might get through to their battleships. And that could spell doom for them. And indeed it does. Fuso sunk by heavy guns, but nevertheless sunk. So Fuso's gone. On the other hand, we've now lost York, sunk by Maya. Interesting. So one of our heavy cruisers gone. That's probably the second biggest ship that we've lost so far. Destroyer sunk over here. This is not great. Nevertheless, against Fuso, I'm happy to take these losses. And yeah, as you can see, their screening efficiency keeps on coming down here. And that does certainly impede their movements here quite a bit. They don't have any light ships now, and they are taking massive damage, as you can see. So Takoa, and I do think Maya is going to go down as well. Probably. Well, they might escape here. But, Jesus, look at that. Haruna at 12% damage retreated. But yeah, Maya has gone down as well. Are we going to get Yamashiro? I do not know. Yeah, it looks like we did get Yamashiro. Sunk by Aurora. I mean, the loss of York here is disheartening, but all in all, I think this is a fairly decent result over here. And we are re-engaging again. So at this point, I'm starting to be a little bit worried about Rodney here. But on the other hand, these guys have Kaga at 63% and Haruna at 12%. So these guys should not last very long here. Just want Rodney to retreat. Yeah, but the storm is really helping them out. Otherwise, our air groups would have been much more efficient. Haruna going down and Kaga. Yes, so we've destroyed their entire fleet over here. And that is obviously extremely nice, right? So let's actually check here on these guys. So what do we know about your navy then? So we think you've got 4 carriers left and a battleship. 2 destroyers and 3 light cruisers. So yeah, you can really see just how much the light ships that we are sinking do hurt them. A single battleship and 4 carriers. I mean, the 4 carriers are, of course, still a big threat, but my oh my. These guys were heavily outnumbered here at this point. Except in carriers, curiously. So, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? Right, you guys are over here. Can you flank around these guys here, maybe, in some way? Can I get you over here and there, maybe? That'd be fantastic. Okay, we've got now 2 Japanese groups over here. Although these guys are extremely shy on materiel, so let's see whether they're going to do anything about that. Right, I would like to get over here, but still the airplanes here are a big threat. And they might still be a threat to Rodney. Should we really keep Rodney here? How are our repairs going in Hong Kong? Well, we're still creed up in all of these destroyers, but I think as soon as we are repairing these guys here, Hermes being done in 1 day, Queen Elizabeth in 3 days. Yeah, so these guys should trickle down extremely quickly now, so I'm almost mindful of pulling these guys here to Hong Kong, because that means at least they're being repaired in our ports and not by the French, because I'm afraid the French are not going to repair them quite quickly as we would. Right, let's see about that though. Right, here we go. Another just convoy battles over here, nothing too big. A single light cruiser. Why are we operating single light cruiser? That's you guys, because you are repairing all of your ships that have been detached. Well, sounds very brave of you. I'm not sure I particularly like the idea though. You guys are damaged. You know what? You guys can potentially take a rest for a moment here. And you guys go ahead and do that instead. I think you can just take over for that. So that should be okay. Right. Probably lost the convoy over here against some submarines now. That's not a big deal. Yeah, well, there are quite a couple of these submarines there. So, do we have some anti-submarine warfare patrols going on? You guys do desperately need to repair, so... Yeah, let's actually stop your mission here. Let's get you guys and get rid of all of these missions down here. And I'm just curious, do we have anyone who's still based up over here? Or would we... By the way, it does say German Reich. It shouldn't be the German Reich at this point, really. Right, okay, let's get these two guys over here into this area. Then we're going to ask you to do some... No, not convoy raiding. Just some convoy escort. Not down here, please, but over here. Excuse me, just convoy escort. You guys, your job is going to be over here. Right, that should be okay. Right. Okay, they're being pushed down there. That's interesting. But yeah, I think the French do have that. The French are very shy on material as well, so they were fighting the Germans for all of these years, so this is fairly harsh on them. So yeah, I really wish there was a way to filter out anything that's not a major... Oh, you guys are... You have funny front line over here. Let's try to get over here. I don't think there's any port there, though, so... Yeah, there's heavy fortifications all over the place. And you guys are... You don't really have any stuff left, so... I think we can just try to attack you like that. Okay, let's disrupt them over here. Yeah, we're sinking basically all of their convoys. Question is, at what point would they lose out on all of these convoys that they have? Okay, you guys are trying to land in Moscow. There is an infantry division that is around here. Just doesn't matter too much. It's a very weak one, so... Yeah, I would love to engage over here, but still the issue is... It's not quite going as much as easily as I would have hoped. Hong Kong, though, I think you guys are going to be done in just a couple of days. This stuff here is going to be finished very quickly now. So, yeah, basically only 8 days, and everything is going to be dealt with. So let's grab the Navy here. These guys here, the second carrier flotilla. You guys were pretty badly shot up, so let's move you into Hong Kong. Now, the first carrier flotilla sort of has the same issue here, Courageous being repaired. But it's pretty much only Courageous. So what we could do then is flip over one of these carriers here. Or move Rodney. Okay, you know what? Let's move Furious into the first carrier flotilla. No, I don't want to move all ships. Right. Just Furious. Sorry, just... No, yeah, we've got you transferred now, haven't you? Yeah, okay, that's fine, good. Right, and then Glorious, you're going to go to second carrier flotilla there. That should be fine. So you guys now are... No, you guys... Damn it, I did it the wrong way around. Okay, fine. You know what? Let's grab you. You're merging with them. That's okay. Fine. Sorry. Good. Okay, I've got Glorious down here. You should be sticking with first carrier. And then you should, right around in a couple of seconds, get a new one. Then we're going to split these guys off, and that should be okay. Right, there we go. Right, fantastic. It is a little bit annoying. Right, there we go. Convoys, convoys, convoys. Nothing too big, so yeah, really. I'm, of course, looking for their carriers, but until we find them, this is going to be a little bit tough, right? We are losing more convoys over here, but I think at some point soon... No, these are the Americans. Still good to see that they are engaging over here, so that should be nice. We could, of course, try to invoke the old alliance and get a hold on Portugal and then push into Spain while all of their guys are over here. This might not be a terrible, terrible idea. I mean, the French are slightly overwhelmed here, so honestly what we could do is let's grab our armies. Let's grab, let's say, the first army over here. And then what we need to do is ask you guys here for military access. We can't ask you now. We could bring you into and then try to get you down. Let's wait until we get rid of some of their submarines until we can potentially reinforce that position, and that I think would be great. Right, okay, so home fleet. You guys are basically all repaired, more or less, yeah. Just Remelia's doing a little bit there over there. You know what, let's get you on a strike force mission then. We've got these light cruiser fleets, you're doing fine. You desperately need to repair though. That's okay though. And then we've got this small thingy over here that's just trying to support. That's okay. All in all, I'm fine with that. Let's actually move you down here. You're not going to do that anymore. We're going to move you up here instead. That's fine. You're not going to go convoy raiding. You're going to go naval invasion protection. That's a-okay. Good. You guys can then go... You're on a strike force. That's fine. And you're going to be ready to do that any moment now. So that's okay. Right. By the way, you guys are all matched up now, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. So what we can do then is split you off. And that does give us one decent flotilla down here. So you guys are basically ready to go, right? Yeah, I think so. Right, okay, let's move you up here then into Taiwan. And your job is going to be on a strike force mission as well. In the area of East Chinese Sea, this area down there. But don't go anywhere down here. I think this is too much, really. Yeah, so that's okay. So we've got you settled down there. You guys are still on a strike force mission. You, I think, should not do that. Only you guys are going to do that. You guys are going to repair where you're actually currently based in Hong Kong. So, yeah, you guys should be taking up the space in Hong Kong now of these other guys. Shouldn't you? Yeah, I think that's going to work out fairly nicely. Where's Furious? Courageous, sorry. Okay, you are down there in Singapore. That's fine. You should be repaired there. That's going to be okay. Right, up over here. So you guys, well, honestly, this will be captured anyway. So let's just quickly get all of this so that there's no confusion whatsoever about any of these places. Let's grab that. You guys have successfully landed down here. That's fantastic. Let's move up to that harbor there, and you guys can move down there into this air base there, and that should be nice. We've got a lot of Japanese troops down here now. That's okay, they are not going to be able to supply that really, so I'm going to be happy about that. Right, this is all just convoy battle, so really nothing too big. Less and less plane station there, so that's nice. Good, okay, so we've got you guys all ready over here. Let's take home command, let's expand our reach into the South Chinese Sea then. You guys are still on the strike force mission, yeah? Yeah, and you're going to be ready in Okay, let's just wait until these guys are ready, and then we can make sure that we are going to work up there. Greece. Yes, go ahead and go home, please. Sure. Okay, come on, just repair this. There we go. Fine, okay. Now you're ready to do that. That's fine. So I think this is a good place where we can ask these guys here. These guys, overseas defense. Well, that's not really a fitting name, but it's a code name. Right, there we go. You guys are going to try to get into Okinawa. We don't really have all of the best naval capabilities in the world, but I think it's okay. We are a little bit short on fuel, I realise. You guys, we're currently based. You're based down here. Let's ask you guys to do some convoy raiding as well. Yeah, we're probably a little bit shy because we're doing all of this damage here onto nationalist Spain, right? Have they got any fighters anywhere? Yeah, they've got some over here. Couple of Hispanos. Yeah, they're gonna be losing a lot of these guys. We've lost one fighter, they've lost 43. They have some superiority down there. Right, so let's take a look at the intel. I don't think we have too much intel on these guys because it's just all very uncertain. Yeah, we don't. But I'm guessing we're doing a lot of damage here with our strategic bombers. Oh, we can actually recruit a new operative over here. Well, Italian, German, safecracker. These are not really the things that we want. Sabotage efficiency is nice. Linguist. Seducer. You know what? Let's take this goal over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to build an intel network. Continue to build that in the Soviet Union. Most of our operators are currently in Poland trying to build up support for our form of government here, for democracy, so that at some point we can invite them to our faction. That would be nice, but for now that just doesn't seem on the cards. Okay, you guys are expanding to where I want you to be. Just a little bit silly with that thing down there. You guys all fine down there. Let's actually ask you guys here to be assigned to the Burundi vector there and try to retake that as soon as possible. Right, we've got all of these convoys. Yeah. I wondered what... Ooh, there's a big battle over here. Well, I call that a big battle. It's just a destroyer sunk. Right. The big interesting thing is going to be up here. Are they going to be successful in doing that? Right, we've got the second carrier flotilla. You are being repaired over here. That's fairly nice. You guys are based over here, so that's fine. You should be able to engage anything that comes out. We are still repairing Furious a little bit. It's just a small job over there, so let's see about that then. Right, one thing that we should do is grab at least one of these groups over here and ask you guys to be operating over here, just so that we have air superiority. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea at all. Good, more convoys being sunk. They should engage these landings, right? I mean, we're doing so much damage to their convoy system. I really wonder how they can support 11 divisions down there. Yeah. I mean, I really like our cruiser fleets here. And I do like to see that we are doing a lot of damage here on these beaches. I mean, these Japanese defenders are going to be very tough to break, but all in all, I'm going to be happy with that. Right. Okay, apparently you guys are moving out there. Excuse me? Excuse me? You guys are joining the German Republic? This is not historical. Not after the war, at least. Yeah, it seems like we're struggling a little bit against Spain. Interesting. Right, we've got amphibious warfare done, so that's a good change there, I think. We could do naval mine landing. That's really not that important. Aircraft production group. That's kind of nice, especially the bonus there would be lovely. But all in all, anti-submarine training. Don't think we need any of this really. Air defenses in Hong Kong, influence China, war with Japan. Oh, none of that is really important. You know what? Let's develop India a little bit. And the reason for that is, I think, with the Soviet Union pushing into this area down here, they are at war against Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq. They're going to come into contact with the Rush at some point. So I think it would be nice to... Wow, big battle. It would be nice to actually engage them over there. What, have we got our fleets down here? Well... Yeah, you're cancelling that. That's okay. Ooh, nice. Better artillery. That's always a good change for us. It is 1943, right? So we can immediately research this. Do we need to do anything in terms of the Navy? Yeah, I mean, some of these things would be really lovely. These light attack things. But frankly, on the other hand, what we really need to do is do this over here. Let's research battle landing crafts. Obviously, we are engaged in some naval operations over here. That's great. You guys are fantastic. Love you, pretty much. Thank you for conquering this. That should be very lovely indeed. Right, let's keep you guys over there. And that does mean what we can do is pull you guys off from over here and reassign you to the home islands. And then what we're going to do instead is grab like 600 of you and go and arrange you towards there, and then build up the naval bases, the air bases up over here in Okinawa with the highest priority that we've got. Taiwan, yeah, we're almost finished building that wall, so that's okay. Königsberg, this is all going to be alright. We could build up a radar station up over here. It's slightly spurious, but you know what? I think it is going to be a good choice to do that. Right, so let's do it as such, and that should be great so that we are really able to resupply them over there. Right, nice, I like it. Oh, look at that. Some convoys over here. Where are they going, I wonder? No idea. Right, only 10 divisions down there now. Okay, you guys are going to try to capture that. Then let's try to just basically get rid of all of these funny little things down there. This is okay. Nice and lovely. Good. You guys are defending that. You guys are defending over there. That's okay. We really should have taken care with Gibraltar there. Interesting to see they are pushing that deeply into France. I would have expected the Americans to be much more aggressive over here. Well, on the other hand, they are shifting their troops here, so yeah, I suppose that's fair. Right, that being said, I think that was a fairly good place to put in a cut. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Do let me know what you think about our attack here on Japan. I think, by the way, let's actually look at what damage we're doing. Enemy building spawn 34. It's fairly lovely. We've lost 7 planes here in the last couple of days. Like, overall 11 against their 90. So, yeah, I think this is nice. How about the industry? What does our intelligence tell us? Yeah, 35 of their factories are damaged. So that is still kind of strong at 150 or so. But yeah, this is going to be... Yeah, you can see basically the damage that we're starting to do over here. And they will not be able to repair any of that. Yeah, they're down by about 20 military factories. And about quite a good number of other factories as well. Interestingly enough, they have almost 9 military factories down here. Aren't we bombing this? I thought we were. Oh, we are, so look at that. So, you guys, can you actually also take care of military factories? That'd be fairly nice. Yeah, and that should really reduce their capabilities of fighting. Lastly, how are you looking in terms of infantry equipment then? We don't really know much about your stockpiles. But the infantry equipment just doesn't look promising for you. So, yeah, that's nice. I mean, on the other hand, it doesn't look great for us either, but I think it's fine. Good. So, that being said, hope you enjoyed. Do hope to see you around next time. Bye-bye, guys.